Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Well, dear students, today we are going to start our unit number 11. That is the three questions, and it's a very interesting story. Definitely, it has a lesson in it for us, and it's written by the famous Russian writer Leo Tolstoy. And let us see what are the main points in the story. And we may say, uh, by saying, first of all, the three questions. What were the three questions that were hovering in the mind of the king? And the very first is he was always wanted to know what was the right time to do something. Secondly, the most important person, who are the most important person. And thirdly, uh, most important work that he should do. So these were the three questions that were in the mind of the king, and he wanted to know the answers to these important questions. Well, as he wanted to know the answers, he invited the scholars, the priests, and wise men, but they all gave him different answers, which rather solving the issue. They confused him, and still he believes that the answers are not correct, and he wanted to know the right answers. In that course, somebody told the king, and he learnt about a wise hermit who could answer his questions. And the king eventually decided to visit him all alone because he does not want to accompany anybody, take anybody with him. So he wanted to meet the wise hermit alone. When the king reached the hermit, he dismounted his horse and he removed his royal clothes. And actually, he wanted to meet the hermit as a layman, as a common person. And he approached the hermit very humbly because it was he who wanted the answers. So he met the hermit in a very humble manner. Right, when he reached hermit, the hermit actually was digging the ground. And the king waited for some time, but got no reply to his question. He actually asked all the three questions to the hermit, but he was busy in his work, and he seems to ignore the king altogether. Well, as the hermit was not replying to his question, the king tried to have some good terms, and he helped the hermit by digging the beds because he saw that the hermit was very frail and weak, and he was tired as well. So he helped the hermit in whatever he was doing, that was actually digging the ground or beds. Well, at that point, dear students, there suddenly a wounded man came running from the forest. And when he reached the king and the hermit, he just collapsed and he fainted, and he could not get up. And at that point, the king washed and bandaged his wounds, and eventually he saved the person's life. Well, dear students, after some time, when the wounded person he came to his senses, it was revealed that he was the king's worst enemy, and actually he had come to kill the king. But because he was obviously not in that condition, he could not do that. And unknowingly, the king has already helped him, and he had saved his life. When the wounded man, as he came to know that the king has saved his life, he was feeling definitely very sorry. He repented on his intention, and he sought forgiveness because he told king everything in a very truthful manner. So he sought for forgiveness, and the king, he forgave him, and he promised to restore his property and provide the medical care. So that is how the story actually is revealed to us. And at this point, dear students, the three questions were again asked by the king, and he put those three questions again to the hermit. And well, there was a very important answer. The hermit explained that first of all, uh, the most important time, that is now, because we can do anything in the present moment. The second important question, that was that who is the most important person, so that was answered by hermit, is the one with you. That means the person who is with you is the most important person, and the most important work is to do good to that person. That means whosoever is with you, if you are going to do good to that person, well, that is the most important thing. And at this point, the king realized that his questions had already been answered through his own actions, because uh, it was very important time when the wounded man came from the forest. He was the most important person because he needed his attention, and he helped him. And the most important thing was, he did not do anything bad to that wounded person. In fact, he saved his life. So that was the best thing he could do. So he realized that his all questions had been answered. And well, by summing up, we may say that the story teaches that kindness, forgiveness, and helping others at the right moment, at the right time, at the right place, well, they are the greatest duties in life. So in the end, we say that through his own actions, he had found the answers to the three questions that he was looking for. So I hope, dear students, by noting down all these points, you must be able to understand the whole story in a very good manner, and you'll be able to attempt all sorts of questions in it. Thank you very much, dear students, for today's session. Allah bless you all.